So that's recording. Then let's see what happens when I give you, sorry, trying to give you the host back again. Yes. Yep, that's good. Yeah, that worked. Thank you.
I have the power.
Aisha, sorry. Are you in India, Aisha?
No, I'm in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you said
Toronto.
yes. With me. Sorry, yes, you're right. Yeah, you said that. I remember now.
Yeah.
I've been really busy today, so like my brain's a bit sort of like mixed up.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
But I remember you saying it, yes.
Okay, Leigh, I think you can take it away because it's 4 o'clock. So over to you.
Okay.
Although I know I'm starting, but you're going to give a brief introduction, I think.
Yeah. Firstly, just to say, on Monday I threw a lot at you, right? And there was, I know it was madness, but I've got these like 3 nights with you, and I just need you to sort of just hear everything. So today we're just going to, Monday was like theory, headspace. Today is practical. So we're going to see how far we get tonight. I just need to let you know I need to leave a bit early because I'm going straight into Midsummer Night's Dream rehearsals. And I'm hope my Wi-Fi is good enough. If it keeps breaking down, David, just let me know.
Yeah, at the moment it's fine.
We've put tonight together with loads of practical things going on. If you don't understand how I'm doing what I'm doing, just go, how do you do that? Technically, how do you do that? And then we'll stop and then we'll answer those questions. But I'm going to hand over to David because David's going to kick us off. Aisha's already used her thumbs up. Look at that. She's a legend. She's a legend.
Remember
Andrew is on us. Superb.
How to do that. Okay.
David's got with the heart. Gorgeous.
Yeah, why not? Got to be separate from the rest of the pack just for now. Right. So we're going to play a little warm-up game, and this is an adaptation of a game called Stop, Go, Jump, Clap. Okay, but my version is called Stop, Go, Face, Clap because you play it on Zoom. So I'm going to give you some commands and I want you to act out the things that I tell you to do. So first of all, we're going to do stop and go. And when I say go, I want you to pretend that you're walking along. So go. Set. And you can be looking around, enjoying the countryside. And stop. So when I say stop, you have to stop as still as a statue and go. I like to sing as I'm walking along for some reason. And stop. Oh, some of you are a little bit slow there, so let's try again and go. Stop. Ah, not bad, not bad. Very good. So we've learned stop and go. So the next ones we are going to learn are face and clap. So clap is quite easy. Clap. Oh, come on. Okay, are you ready? Now you know what to do. Clap. It's quite funny seeing it with the internet lag because not everybody claps at the same time, but that's okay. So the hardest one of all, though, is face, because when I say face, I want you to make a funny or scary or interesting face. All right, so here we go. Face. Fantastic. I'm going to take a screenshot of that and put it all around the internet. Okay, and now we're going to try out the 4 different commands and I'm going to mix them up. Okay, so go. Stop. Face. Go. And you can stop your face when you're going, and clap. And go. Stop. Face. Clap. Go. Face.
Eee.
Stop. Okay, so that's the idea of the game. So some of you may have played this in the drama studio before. Actually, it's even more exhausting playing it sitting down, I'm finding.
Yeah.
It's easier when you're actually walking around.
Yes.
So then the next part of the game is that we are going to enter an alternate universe. So in this alternate universe, words have changed their meaning. So stop means go, go means stop, clap means face, and face means clap. Very easy, very obvious. So
Terrible.
go, stop, go, face, clap, go. Ah, caught some of you out there. Stop, face, clap. Very good. And stop. Ah, okay. So you get the idea of it. We won't play it for ages, but kids really like it,
Yeah.
especially when you try and catch them out.
Yeah.
And you can also add on to this, show me. So when everybody has stopped, you can call out a name of a character. For example, you could say, show me Titania, Queen of the Fairies, and everybody has to make a statue of Titania. Okay, so let's try that just so that you get the idea. But now we're going to go back to normal reality. Okay, so can everybody travel back to the usual universe? Fantastic. Okay, now stop means stop, go means go, jump means no, I mean clap means clap, and face means face. All right, let's try it out. Go, stop, face, clap, and show me Titania, Queen of the Fairies, who is in love with a donkey. Fantastic. And now when I say go, I want you to move as Titania. Go. And clap as Titania. And make a face as Titania. And relax. Well done, everybody. So you get the idea of that game. And you know, it's quite nice if you're doing a story or a play. It's a quick introduction to making shapes of characters, and also if you're in a studio moving around as a character. But even if you're playing it on Zoom, then you could be like some people were there moving around. You can stand up and move as a character. Okay, now I'm going to try another game out. And let me just see if I can paste in here. That's it. So if you look in your chat window, what you should see is a list of English words, and they are all adverbs for those who are interested in grammar. And that means they describe how you do something. So for example, you could play the piano angrily, or you could play the piano carefully. Okay, so they describe how you do something. So what I'm going to do is to give some of you an activity to do, and I'm going to ask you to choose an adverb, and we're going to see if we can guess what adverb you have chosen. So is there anybody who would like to have a go at this, who thinks they could act something out in the style of an adverb? Any volunteers?
Sure.
Okay, Eleanor is the first one who raised her hand, so she's going to be the first. So Eleanor, I want you to choose an adverb, and what I would like you to do is to act out eating fish and chips, but in the style of that adverb, and we're going to try and guess what the adverb is. Okay. It's very enjoyable to watch, I must say. So does anybody have a guess what it might be?
Painfully.
Was it painfully, Eleanor?
Sadly.
Sadly, I
Reluctantly.
think it was sad. Was it sadly?
Yeah.
No, 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 it wasn't. It was
Reluctantly.
even worse.
Painfully.
What was it?
Sadly or painfully, like he is in pain. Or...
No, it seems to be no, we must find
Reluctantly.
another one. It must be
Miserably.
thank
Ah,
goodness somebody's
Very
read the
nice.
list. Well done. Okay, all right. So that's the idea of the game, and we'll try it again. Now, when you're playing this on Zoom, what you could do is you could secretly give an adverb to 2 or 3 people. So I'm going to try this out, actually. I'm going to send an adverb to 3 different people. Let me just choose the adverb. Okay. So let me just copy that. And I'm going to send it to one person. So that person will see it. And I'm going to send it to another person just randomly. And I'm going to send it to a third person. So those 3 people will see the adverb appear in their chat window. And I'm going to give you an activity to do. Hold on. So the activity I would like you to do would be, you are carrying out a medical procedure, okay? An operation in a hospital. So you're a surgeon. All right, off you go. Those 3 people should know who they are. Should be Aisha, Natty, and Jenny. Now, you might need to interact with some imaginary people or even with the patient in order to show us your adverb. That's great. We have an actual patient with Aisha. And also with Jenny.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you there. Would anybody like to guess what the adverb might have been?
Gracefully?
There was some grace in the way that they were behaving, but that wasn't what I gave them.
Okay.
I thought Jenny was quite timid.
No, good guess, but not quite.
I guess slowly.
Well, it was slow, but that wasn't the word.
Calmly.
Sorry.
No, not calmly.
Cheerfully.
No. I'll tell you what, it was a little bit difficult to do because there was no sound. I think if we had asked them to put some sound on and to speak, it would have been easier. In fact, let's do that. The same 3 people. Can you do it again? Can you make sure that your microphones are on? And this time I want you to talk either to the patient or to people around you. Okay, off you go.
All at the same time, or we go?
Yeah,
one
all
at
at the same time, just to see what happens.
Oh, hello. Oh, so
Hello,
are
I'm your
you
surgeon
here
today.
for-
Can you pass
going
me
to
the
give you an
knife,
operation.
out with that?
please?
Yeah, please. May I
Thank
know
you.
your name?
Thank you. I
You
will
can
start
sit down in
cutting.
rows. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for telling me your name. And may I have your address, please? Okay.
Can you pass me the other knife?
Can you
Okay.
pass me a
Thank
knife?
you.
Please, may you have a seat, and the doctor would be here soon. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. Can you see
Okay,
how
I'm
the
going to
patient
stop you
is
there.
doing?
That was.
I think Leigh got
Did you
it
say
right.
it, Leigh? Politely was the answer. So
Yeah.
well done. Yeah, I didn't think of that before, but as soon as you switch your microphones on, it was a lot easier for us to guess. So that's the name of that game is the adverb game. Okay. And it's actually originally a British party game, or at least I think it's from Britain. And when you play it, normally it's played by adults or kids, but you don't have a list of adverbs. Okay, so I've adapted it by giving you a list of adverbs. But when you play it at a party with English-speaking people, it could be any adverb in the whole world, you know.
Yeah.
So people are going calmly, carefully, smoothly, you know, which is obviously easier for a native speaker, but it can take a long time to guess. So that's why I use a list of adverbs.
That's good.
Okay.
Sorry, David. Can I just
go on.
one thing about that also? That for children, for young, I mean, let's say I know that a lot of 8 to 10s, for instance, that they should be able to read, but there's still obviously potentially reading issues, you know, amongst the young, and so encouraging them. Do you think? What do you think about, you know, because I've sort of quite questions about children having to read and
what comes to mind for me is that I would get them to do some activities all at the same time and give an adverb out so that everybody does it. So I'd say, right, you know, find a space and imagine that you have a bag of fish and chips in front of you. Can you show me how you would eat those fish and chips carefully? Now show me how you would eat them greedily. All right, so that you teach them a few adverbs as a group, so that they get used to that. And then you could say, now you are playing the piano, let's try again. This time, can you play the piano politely or angrily, you know, so that they get the idea of those.
They do love the idea. They love the game aspect as well, don't they? The game aspect of, we don't know, they know, and we've got to try and guess. So it's a way of imparting that information secretly.
So then what you could do is, after you'd introduced a few of those adverbs, you could take a group of children. If they're particularly young, I would do it with a group rather than one at a time, and whisper an adverb to them so that they know what they're doing. And then the idea is, what you can do is to give them, actually in the party game, what actually happens is that one person goes out of the room. All right.
Yeah.
And while that person is out of the room, everybody else agrees on an adverb. All right. So while that one person is out, you as the teacher, Eleanor, because they're young and they can't read all those words, you could give them an adverb. So you could say, you know, quickly or whatever it might be.
So there's a quick way that you could, for instance, mute that. So for instance, that child on the screen can be, so they can't hear the conversation for a few seconds.
Well, if you mute them, it means that you can't hear them. It doesn't mean that they can't hear
obviously.
you.
Yeah, that's true.
So
but is
they
there a
would
way
have
that
to
they
know
can
how
be...
to, they would have to do this, you know, I would say.
Yeah.
I would get them to put their fingers in their ears, turn their backs to the screen, and count to 10.
They could be asked to go out the room. You're right.
Or even go out.
Out the room, of course.
So, okay. All right then. Well, look, I'm not going to play any more games now because I want to hand over to Leigh, and I know he's got some amazing things to share with us today. So, so those two games were Stop, Go, Face Clap, and the Adverb Game.
Cool. David, you're just going to have to be the person that just makes sure my internet is all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because. Right. Okay. Brilliant. So I'm just going to let me just share this. David, can you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we asked you to send in some questions, and based on your questions, the important thing is that we look at the things that you've asked instead of just going into, you know, what David and I want to do. So the questions that came from you guys is things along breakout rooms and the protocols of breakout rooms, recording and editing work, putting a play together online, how many participants do we usually work with, the general flow of a session, how do you deal with boredom, Very good question. Pin, spotlight, or breakout room, what is the best to use and when? Moving squares, and how does this help? Those are some of the questions. And then we had another 3, which is, how do you use scripts? Favorite games for Zoom? And can we play some of these, please? So David's just shown you 3 games, and we'll play some more on Friday. But what I'm going to do is, David and I thought it would be a good idea just to go through a type of session that I do. Let's go through a session. Let me show you how these games work. Not these games, how we worked online. So I'm going to do with you exactly what we did for the last 6 months, right? So if we ever get to a point where you go, Leigh, how do you do that? Just stop me. Just go, stop, explain, right? We're not rushing this. We're taking it nice and slowly. Okay. So the first thing we're going to look at is, all I want to do is I want to show you a picture and play a piece of music, right? And when you're looking at these 3 pictures and listening to the music, I want you to think of some words that come to mind. Now, I'd like you to put those in the chat. As soon as you think of them, just write them in the chat. There's no right, there's no wrong. You can put them in sentences. I don't care about your spelling. I don't care about your punctuation. Let's just, for a minute, just fill that chat with words. If you don't want to type them in, wait till the music ends, then I will ask you. So it's totally up to you. Share my screen, and at the same time, I'm going to be sharing my sound, right? Okay. Okay.
Yep, we can see that.
Here is the image. Wait for the sound. Fab. And here comes the sound. Right, so I'm just going to quickly stop the share. I'm just going to have a look at some of the words you've got in the chat here. We've got sweet, friendly, curious, love that, anticipation, imagination. Josie, this is a good day. I like that. That's gorgeous. Funny, Eleanor's put funny. Emotions, journey. These are great words. Now, magical. I love that, David. That's really good. Could I just say, does anyone want to say a word to me if they couldn't type it? So if you just thought, I don't know how to spell that, or I'm a bit stressed, then can you just say the word quickly? So if you've got a word that you just want to add.
Oh, I'm sorry, I typed a lot of words, but by mistake, I sent it privately to David. Sorry, I didn't send it to everyone. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem,
Aisha said fast, and she also said sweet. Oh no, that was me. I said that. She said wondering and excited.
Okay, fantastic. And Monica, can you just say that to me in English?
Or maybe Natty can help as well.
Okay, Monica, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Friends, their curiosity. One of them is had fear and needs help.
Yeah.
Wow, and you got that all just from pictures and music. Brilliant. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. So I just want to ask you. I'm just going to show you the picture again, right? I'm going to play the music again. This time, I want you to start thinking about who this character is. Just, who are they? Okay, so I'm just going to share that screen again. Right, I'm just going to share that music again. Give me a second. Let me just close that down, share that music again. Right, here we go. And just have a listen and think about who this character is. Okay, brilliant. So let's just have a look at what we've got in here. He's a traveler, a busybody. I love that. A self-assured mouse. He is unafraid. The mouse is lost. He needs to find his family. A very young person going out. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So because you're capturing this character really nicely, I want to ask you to do something. David earlier on was talking about face and character and these things. So for us, it's very simple. Body, face, voice. Everything comes down to those three things: the body, the face, and the voice. So I'm going to put you into random breakout rooms. You'll be in groups of 2, right? And in your random breakout room, right, I want you to create this character. But it's not that simple. I want you to give the character a face and a voice. And I want the 2 of you to come up with a short, either if you want to, a little song that you think the mouse will sing, so the 2 of you could sing the song together, or you might come up with a little speech and talk as the mouse. Totally up to you. Any way that you want to represent this character. But I want the 2 of you to work together to come up with the character. Do we understand what we need to do? I'm going to work quickly. So what will happen is in your breakout room, when it starts counting down, you've got a minute to get back. And if you want to show your piece, then you can show your piece. If you say, actually, I don't want to show our piece, that's not a problem, right? But in your breakout rooms, really start working on this character of the mouse, right? Using some of those beautiful words that you saw. So I'm just going to send you into breakout rooms. It's just going to randomly assign you, and off you go.
Aha.
Hi.
How funny to see you here.
Yeah. Random, is it? I see.
So how are we going to do our mouse?
Well, I was thinking of this song, but I can't think what it was.
You know, the only one I can think of is the
Yeah.
one about the mouse in Amsterdam. A mouse lived in a windmill in old Amsterdam. A windmill with mice in, it's hardly surprising. Do you know it?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. It's really famous in England.
Okay. And me being Dutch, I don't know it.
Exactly, that's quite funny. So,
Okay, so teach me.
okay, it goes like this. I'll sing a few lines from it, and then maybe we could choose some, but I need to give you a few to give you the idea of it. Okay, here we go. A mouse lived in a windmill in old Amsterdam. A windmill with mice in, it's hardly surprising. He sang every morning, how lucky I am, living in a windmill in old Amsterdam. I saw a mouse, where? There on the stair.
I know that.
There on the stair, right there. a little mouse with clogs.
I know that one. I know that
Well,
one.
I declare, going clip, clippity, clop on the stair. Okay, so you need to
you've
hear
got a
that
good
whole
memory,
thing to get
wow.
the idea of it, yeah?
Yeah, I know that. So how about you sing it and I act it out, because in 1
Brilliant.
minute.
Okay,
I
off we
can't-
go.
Okay,
A
right.
mouse lived in a windmill in old Amsterdam. A windmill with mice in, it's hardly surprising. He sang every morning, how lucky I am, living in a windmill in old Amsterdam. I saw a mouse where maybe you could be the person seeing the mouse, or you could be the mouse. And you could have some ears as well.
Yeah, I think I'll be the mouse.
Yeah, I saw a mouse where there on the stair, where on the stair, right there, a little mouse with clogs on. Well, I declare, going clip, clippity, clop on the stair. Great, okay. Bare feet clogs as well.
I should get some clogs. I don't have any, but.
Bare feet's all right because it's quite funny.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it.
I used to have clogs, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, well, actually, my shoes are clogs, kind of thing.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah.
Just let them go. Just get, okay, so Eleanor's back. Julie's back. I can see Julie now. Natty's back,
Okay.
and Andrea. Right, okay, so, what I'm going to try and do, right, is which two would like to just give it a go? Who would like to give it a go? Natty, who's your partner? Okay, Julie and Eleanor, okay. Okay, right. Now remember, it's when you finished, you're finished. And when they're finished, I want all of you, right, to do that big thumbs up or that big clap, right? So seriously show them some serious positivity because they've gone first. So what I'm going to do, Julie, I am going to spotlight you for everyone now. And I'm also should have two people spotlit so we can see these two. And I'm going to count you in. Okay, when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, work your magic.
Oh, I'm so excited. I want to do everything all at once. I want to do everything. I'm going to scurry up trees and I'm going to flick my tail and I'm going to run as fast as I can and I'm going to explore everywhere.
I love it. 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 Okay, brilliant. So let's remove the spotlight there and let's take the spotlight off there as well. So let's get loads of clapping hands and lots of, that was really good. Really good. Well done. Fantastic. So could I get another pair that want to give it a go? Another pair.
Monica, you want to go ahead?
Josie, who are you going to go with? Who's your partner? Unmute.
Aisha.
And David unmute as well.
Yeah.
There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spotlight Josie, and then I'm also going to just quickly spotlight David so that we can just see the two of them on stage. Right, 3, 2, 1, off you go.
A mouse lived in a windmill in old Amsterdam. A windmill with mice in, it's hardly surprising. He sang every morning, how lucky I am, living in a windmill in old Amsterdam. I saw a mouse, where? There on the stair, where on the stair? Right there, a little mouse with clogs on. Well, I declare, going clip, clippity, clop on the stair.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. So now you guys can go up to the game. Absolutely fantastic. Does anyone else want to give it a go quickly? Who else would like to give it a go?
Monica would act and I can give it a voice, but I don't know it would be that amazing as Eleanor that he did.
The thing is, Aisha, it's all just us finding out who this mouse is.
Okay.
Right? So don't worry about the performance. It's us trying to find out who this mouse is and what does this mouse mean to us as a group. So I'm just going to quickly spotlight you, and then
Monica.
I'm going to come
I'm
along.
giving the voice, and Monica is acting. So.
Oh, okay. So Monica, okay. Right. Let's get Monica on the screen then. And there we go.
Oh, I'm so happy to be on this new place. I'm so excited. I'm so humbled to see this. Oh, wow. Look at this beautiful place. Oh, my God. I'm so excited to explore everything around me. I'm so glad I found this place. I'm in love with this. Oh, my God. I'm so amazed by this amazing place. Thank God for this opportunity. Oh, wow. Look at this beautiful smell. Oh, no. I am gonna be dying with this excitement. Bye.
Yay! Yay, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Great work. Fantastic. Fantastic. I like the whole concept of one person talking and another person performing. That was really
Thank
nice.
you, Aisha. Leigh, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Please, how put you two persons in spotlight? I only can put one.
Okay, so it's a really good question, Monica. Last week, they updated Zoom. So when I choose the first person, so let's say it's David, I click on the three little dots and I go down to spotlight for everyone. And then David comes up. Then I choose anyone else and I just click spotlight that person, and only the two of them will appear.
I will try.
I can spotlight three, I can spotlight four.
I like two because the dialogue sometimes three is good too. Yes.
Okay, and Andrea, excellent question. At what age would you put them in breakout rooms? Okay, this is a really important question. Number one, you should all have a policy on breakout rooms. You should also have a policy on the amount of adults that should be in your piece if you're going to go into breakout rooms. We have volunteers, so sometimes I'll put a volunteer in each breakout room. If I've got older children, I will just visit each breakout room. Right? I will visit each breakout room every 2 or 3 minutes, so I'm constantly just dropping in. But it also comes down to not using breakout rooms for the first 2-3 weeks, so that they really get an understanding of how we're going to work and safety online. The moment anyone in my youth theatre breaks the trust of a breakout room, right, then they are never allowed to go back into a breakout room. I'm really strict on that because that's safety and security. With the younger children, I tend to split into 2 breakout rooms, maybe 3, depending on what adults I've got, right? So I will always, with children that are like 5 or 6 or 7, I will always have adults on. But the other bonus for me is that if I've got children of 5 or 6, they have to be in the same room as their parents. Their parents have to be in the same room. So what's really nice is when they split off into breakout rooms, their parents are getting in really, really nice, around that. So, but yeah, my older children who are like, 16, 17, 18, they can manage breakout rooms by themselves. But I will always drop in on a breakout room. So they know I can drop in at any time. But we have a very strict code at Silhouette, and you stick to that code. Is that all right? Does that help, Andrea? I don't know, I'm just checking the chat.
Can I ask Leigh?
Yeah.
I mean, I would have thought like an 8 to 10, from 8 to 10, like we did just there, where it was a very short period of time and they were in twos. I mean, once they've got to know each other, you're quite right. I wouldn't do it in the first classes or in the first few classes at all. But once they've got to know each other, then surely even for that sort of short period of time would be safe on their own. I mean, I know you
Ben,
can't say what kids could do.
this will, no, but I can say that this always comes down to your policy. This is you deciding the policy and then adhering to that policy, sharing that policy with young people and sharing that policy with parents so they understand. The biggest issues I've seen with breakout rooms is where they have not been shared with parents. There's not an understanding of the safety and security, or children have been left for 15 minutes. My young people know exactly what we expect. They're in the breakout room for 2 minutes and they're back in the room. So the level of behavior online is as much as the level of behavior in Silhouette. So when we wrote our breakout room policy, we said for small amounts of time, you can send them to their own room. But I did that with my trustees, or if you're in a school, you do it with your head teacher, but it all comes down to your policy. And seeing what people are comfortable with as well is really important. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the next thing I would do. We don't have to go into all of it, but you get the idea of them investigating character. We would take all those words, by the way. We would all sit here and come up with the character. What does the mouse mean to us? We'd create the mouse's face. We'd get really close to the camera and we'd create the mouse's face. So I would then take a picture of the whole of Zoom. Or what I'd do is just we would try and all sing David's song, right? All in the mouse character. I know, Monica, it went on. Yeah, it's a hard song to sing. So for me, we then were investing in the mouse, right? And then I'd ask questions of like, why is he there? And then I might put you back into a breakout room and you come up with a little story for why the mouse is there. So you'd act out little stories. We also did this thing called sock puppets. Sometimes children go, I don't want to show my face, but can I use a puppet or a character? It's fine, absolutely fine, right? Sometimes people go, I don't want to do this, that's fine. But we have a collective idea of the mouse. So once we've got a collective idea of the mouse, we move on to the next character. So the next character that you meet in the story, right, is the character of the fox. So I would do the same thing. So let's take someone's opening. Hi, Tom. I'm on the call. Not a problem, mate. Not a problem. Yeah, no problem. Not a problem, mate. So what I would do is I would go over the fox. Would do the same thing. I've got some beautiful fox music, right? So let's do the same thing quickly. When I play the music for the fox and you see the fox, just write down words or sentences in the chat, okay? And here comes your music. Right, this is my fox. Right, and now what you've got is you just got all these beautiful words. Love that. Don't run away from me chasing someone. Psycho. Great one, David. Suave, crafty, easygoing, manipulative. Now Josie's gone into sentence structure there. I am so hungry. I would love a good meal. Vengeful, scary. So now what we're doing is collectively we're coming up for the character for the fox. And what I would do again is I'd go, okay, guys, I love these words. Let's put you in a breakout room. Come up with a very similar thing. It can be a story. It can be a song. It can be a piece of whatever you want. You've got 2 minutes in your breakout room. And I'd send them back to the breakout room and they would come back and we would perform it again, right? Now, all this, right, takes as long or as short as you want it to last. I would say that someone asked how many people is the optimum, right? When you go above 20, right, the problem to watch everyone back. It's not the amount of people, it's that everyone gets their little time in the sun. So, I love groups of 15, 20 max. By the way, I've done sessions with 60, but they very much, I've got someone in to talk to them about, I don't know, Shakespeare or talking about, I don't know, musicals, but that's more of a, talky session. So now what happens is we've got this lovely thing that we've got the fox and we've got the mouse. So what we say to them is, okay, we've got this fox and this mouse. Now, something happens. This happens. The fox meets the mouse in the woods. And you've told me what the fox is like. And you've told me what the mouse is like. So what I'd like you, I want you into breakout rooms, right? I want one of you to be the mouse, and you can have a mouse face, you can have a mouse voice, or you can use a puppet if you want. And I want you to be, the other one to be the fox. And all I want you to do is just come up with what they would say. It doesn't have to be long. It can be really quite short, right? But I want you to come up. And just to let you know, when I put you on the screen, you'll be able to look at each other and talk to each other because I'm spotlighting you. So we will be able to see a bit of theater happening because you'll be looking at each other. So I'm going to put you into breakout rooms, yet again, random. I'm going to recreate all the rooms. I'm going to assign automatically. Just let me just quickly. Linda, would you like to stay in the main room with us, or do you want to go into a breakout room?
I'll try the breakout. Thank you for asking.
I don't mind.
Okay, totally up to you. Yeah, just let me know what you think. Well, no, I'm just going to recreate the room. Let's just quickly see. Recreate. I can see who's going with. So I can see who's going with who here, and one of you is going to be put in a group of. I'm just going to quickly take David. I'm going to exchange. Oh, no, actually, I'm cool. I'm just going to open all rooms. Off you go. You got 2 minutes.
Well, okay. Right.
Continue the story, right?
Do you want to be the fox or the mouse?
I'll be the fox this time.
Okay, then.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm just going for a little walk in the forest.
Well, I've got a lovely place you can go and have a little rest in. Would you like to come?
Oh, well, maybe.
Really lovely, and I've got some beautiful breakfast for you.
What's for breakfast?
Cheese.
Oh, my favorite.
Cheese and nuts.
Oh, yeah, I like nuts too.
You like nuts, don't you? Come this way. Come this way. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Come this way.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit more, bit more. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Right, is that our scene?
Something like that.
Okay.
I love your hood. That's brilliant.
Well, actually, I got it because I was a bit cold, but I could equally be the fox. I could also be the sly fox.
Oh, you could be the snake. Oh, okay. Well, would you rather be this fox or?
No, I think it's a multi-role kind of costume,
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's really good.
So yeah, it works. it works on many levels, you know.
Yeah, I'll try and be a bit more foxy. Actually, I wasn't too foxy enough.
Yeah. Have you got any costume nearby or a hat or something?
I've got a hat, but it's not very foxy. But I could get a hat. It might look better.
Yeah, just like a bit of dressing up might be fun.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll choose some other people to act out this time. Right, I'm going to leave the breakout room because I think we're ready, and that will save some time. So I'll see you back in the main.
Is this all right? You got to unmute yourself. Okay, you're all coming back into the room. Great, great. There's one group, there's always a group that leaves it to the last moment. That's brilliant because they realize it kicks you out. So you can stay there as long as you want. After a minute, it kicks you out. So they don't come back in until the last second and it brings them back in. Yeah, it's the way to do it. Your children will realize very quickly that's the way to do it. I want to try and answer some questions while I'm going. So someone said, how do you stop them being bored? Well, you work quickly, right? You just work quickly and you get a nice pace going. And they know you're going to give them 2 minutes and then it's not the end of the world. Just come back, do a piece, and then they move on. The moment you slow down, right, you can see them. You can see them going, well, okay. So now I'd love to see all of yours, but let's just try one. Who would like to give it a go? Let's just try one. The fox meets the mouse. Oh, it's improvisation, so you can't go wrong. You can just talk forever.
We want to try trio?
Wait, is that Andrea?
Yeah.
Fab. Okay, so Andrea, I'm going to, here we go. I'm going to spotlight, let's guess. I'm going to spotlight Linda. Right. Okay. I am then going to, who else have we got? We've got, then I'm going to spotlight, is it Eleanor? So I'm going to add spotlight over there. And then I'm going to add a spotlight. The only thing, just to say, Andrea, because you are not on the screen, because you haven't got video, it can't spotlight you. Just to let you know.
So is it okay if I'm not spotlighted?
We can definitely hear you. Okay, so now Linda and Eleanor, you are on the screen, obviously, so you know that you can turn and talk to each other if you want. Okay, okay, cool. Right, when you're ready, unmute yourselves and go for it when you're ready.
Searching for a snack. Searching for a snack. Ooh, look at that great big step. Look at that footprint. It's so much bigger than mine. Hello there, little mouse. Looking for something? Yes, I am looking for something lovely and scrumptious to eat. Oh, yes, aren't we all? Perhaps I can help you. Follow me this way. Searching. Think I found my snack. Searching. Wait, you found your snack? Oh, well, I better go this way and keep searching my own way. See you later, fox. Searching for a snack.
I love it. I absolutely love it. That was just fab. That was just brilliant. And you see, the thing is, because there's no pressure, there's no worry, and people get used to this, what you then do is you get some really lovely stories, right? So now we've
I had no idea what I was doing. Of course, I couldn't see anything.
But for us, what I think is I probably double spotlit someone. So everything is learning. So when someone goes, I didn't see that, you go, oh, brilliant. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to try that when I've got some time to see why that doesn't work. So there's nothing that, you know, for me, I double spotlit that and I was like, okay.
No, Leigh, it was really, I'm sure I know that it would really look good. And I know that that was great because I wanted to play it like you said, theatre, so that I was looking at Linda, which I know that would work, but no, it doesn't matter. It's not a complaint. I understand what you're saying. It's great that it makes it look as if I'm looking at Linda, but that's something you do in rehearsal, isn't it? Where you can.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, when you go.
Can I ask something? On my screen, Eleanor was looking away from Linda. Is that something that's random or was it the same for everybody?
Yeah, it was the same.
Same for everyone.
But what I could have done is I could have swapped them. I could have swapped them on my computer and put and then shared mine with yours.
Yes, or
so you can move it around.
Or we could have just told Eleanor to play it the other way around.
Look the other way, yeah. Okay, so now, sorry, Aisha, you got a question?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know. Is it for me? I just saw Andrea. Only she was spotlighted, and I couldn't see Eleanor and Linda on the big.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I'll show you how to, I'll show you again. So if I spotlight, I'm going to spot Eleanor for everyone, right? And I'm now going to spotlight, let's just say Monica, right? Now what you do is you'd see two of them. Can you see two of them?
No.
Yep.
You should see just Monica and Eleanor on your screen.
I don't. I see.
I
you
don't
really
either.
large. Am I supposed to be in gallery view or speaker view for that?
Yes, go in gallery, if you go to the top right-hand corner, go into speaker view, and you will only see two of them. If you go into gallery view, you will see all of us. No matter what you do, you will always see all of us. But if you go into speaker view, you will only see two of them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It makes sense, but it's not happening.
Okay, so who's not seeing two people?
Me.
Who's me? Oh, let me just go back to gallery view.
Me too.
Who? Okay. Have you updated your Zoom?
I just clicked on the link from the email.
Okay.
Yeah. What you need to, when you go back to your Zoom, okay, Josie's absolutely right. The update came in last week and the Spotlight update came in last week. So when you close this down, just do an update on your Zoom.
Yeah, makes sense.
And you'll see it. Yeah? Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Right. Okay, so now what would happen is we would now go into a bit of text, wouldn't we? Right? So this is from the Gruffalo. The music's from the Gruffalo. And it's an exceptional book. Well, just one of my favorites. But let me just quickly share my PowerPoint. So we've talked about these two characters and they meet. And then we hit some text. Okay. So now the first thing that happens when we see loads of text, people go, oh my gosh, how do I get the children to have access to that text? Right? Which is a fair call. What I would like you to do, right, is we're just going to do, just for the for this activity, we're just going to do a call and response. I would like you to all mute yourselves, otherwise it sounds like a bit of a cacophony, sorry. I am going to read it out so you can hear me, and all you need to do is read it back, but keep yourself muted, right? A mouse took a stroll through the deep, dark wood. Your turn. A fox saw the mouse and the mouse looked good. Your turn. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Your turn. Come and have lunch in my underground house. Your turn. It's terribly kind of you, Fox, but no. Your turn. I'm going to have lunch with a gruffalo. Your turn. A gruffalo? What's a gruffalo? Your turn. A gruffalo. Why didn't you know? Your turn. He has terrible tusks and terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws. Your turn. Where are you meeting him? Your turn. Here, by these rocks, and his favorite food is roasted fox. Your turn. Roasted fox, I'm off, Fox said. Goodbye, little mouse, and away he sped. Your turn. Silly old fox, doesn't he know there's no such thing as a gruffalo? Your turn. So now we get to this point about how do you do text? You asked that question, how do you do text? There's two ways, right? One, if they've got a phone, all they do is just take a picture of the screen. That means they've got the text in front of them. So a lot of our young people are on their laptops. They'll just take their phone and they'll just go click and they've got the text on their phone. So when they go into a breakout room, the text is there. Or I'm just going to quickly show you. I'm going to go to your chat, right? I am going to dump quickly the Gruffalo text in your chat in PDF. So you can read that PDF on your phone, you can read that PDF on your laptop, you can read that PDF wherever. So what I've now done is I've given you two ways of accessing text. Your phone, click, I've got it in front of me, or the PDF. So then people say, well, what happens if I don't have a phone or I don't have a PDF reader? Good question. When you split them off into breakout rooms, right? When you split them off into breakout rooms, leave those children with you in the main room and then show them your PowerPoint, right? So now you've given them three options of how they engage with text, right? And they can listen to you. They can go, Leigh, can I just stay with you and we read it together? Not a problem. Can I go and can I work with my mate on the PDF? Not a problem, right? And then you set them a simple task. You say, okay, guys, do you all understand it, right? You go through it, you unpick words, by the way. You go, do you know what this word means? Do you know what that word means? Really understand text before you let them go anywhere. And then all you do, put them in the breakout room and you go, okay, I'm not going to just give you 2 minutes. I'm going to give you about 3 or 4 minutes and come back with your version of this piece. Now, the bonus is that's when it's important to go from breakout room to breakout room to breakout room and visit all the rooms so they can ask you personal questions. Also, just to let you know, if you're in a breakout room and you need help, there's a help button. And straight away, it pings up on my screen and says, David needs help, Monica needs help. And that means I go to that breakout room first, right? So that means they know that they can constantly call you when they need. So then you've got this lovely rehearsal scenario going on, and they're rehearsing scenes. So what I'm going to do is, just so that you get, I think it's really important that you get a feel of this, right? I'm going to split you off into pairs, into breakout rooms, right? You access text. If you want to stay here, just put your hand up. If you can't, you know, okay, brilliant. So you've either taken a picture or you've got it on PDF. I'm going to split you off into breakout rooms, right? And just have a go. Have a go. And by the way, we would go over to discussion between the mouse and it's a discussion between the fox, right? Okay, so I'm just going to breakout rooms yet again. And I always recreate. Every time I send people into breakout rooms, I recreate the room so they never know who they're going with. And I always, for this, you're going to go into pairs, most of you, so that you get to work with different people. There's going to be one group of 3. So I'm just going to open all rooms and I'll see you in a bit. Just have a go with the text.
Hi, Linda. Oh, and Natty. Hi, Natty. You need to unmute, Natty.
Yeah, I'm unmute there. Okay.
Well, there's 3 of us, so
Yeah.
I'm going to be the director, and you can be the actors.
Okay. So we have to, sorry, we have to recreate the story. We have,
You have
to
to, no, you have to act out the script.
The script.
So
Okay.
did you download it from the chat window?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
I tried it, and I'm trying to find where I put it because I downloaded it to my desktop. So
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
What I could do is I could also put the text into the chat window.
Okay.
As a text.
Oh, here I have it. I have it.
I got it.
You got it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody got it. Okay.
Yeah, I
So,
downloaded, but I didn't know where it was.
Yeah.
So here's downloaded.
So actually, I'll be the narrator.
Okay.
Yeah?
Great.
So who wants to be the mouse and who wants to be the fox?
Linda, you
Doesn't
would
matter.
Linda, you're the
doesn't matter
fox.
for me.
Okay. Natty, you're the
I'll
mouse.
be the fox.
Okay.
And I'm going to start the story. A mouse took a stroll through the deep, dark wood. A fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Over to Fox. You've got a line, Foxy. Foxy.
Where
Linda.
are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house.
Mousy, it's terribly kind.
It's terribly kind of you, Fox, but no. I'm going to have lunch with the Gruffalo.
A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo?
A Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know? He has terrible tusks with terrible claws and terrible teeth. His terrible jaws.
Where are you meeting him?
Here, by these rocks. And his favorite food is roasted fox.
Roasted fox! I'm off!
Fox said. Goodbye, little
Goodbye.
mouse.
Goodbye, little mouse.
That's it. And away he sped.
Silly old fox. Doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo?
Well done. Yeah, that was good. It was nice when the fox disappeared.
Leigh, you see, you've all learned it. You've all learned the trick, hey? You've all learned the trick. Don't come back early.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I haven't got enough time, but what we would then do is you would perform them, we'd have you spotlit, people would come up with different ideas, it would be really, really cool. But then you get to this point where, okay, well, if you end there, it's a lovely session, eh? It's great, it's good fun. The problem is, how do you record this? How do you take it into a piece of performance? I will show you, right? And the way to do it, let me just quickly show you. You should be able to see my screen. And on my screen, you should have the words in color. Okay. So I would like, Eleanor, could you unmute yourself? And could you read the mouse? Aisha, could you Eleanor, could you read, the mouse is in green. Aisha, could you read the fox who is in blue, right? And could I have, let's go Linda, could you read the ensemble who is in yellow?
Of course.
The narrator, okay. Let's count you in, 3, 2, 1.
A mouse took a stroll through the deep, dark wood. A fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good.
Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have a lunch in my underground house.
It's terribly kind of you, Fox, but no, I'm going to have lunch with a gruffalo.
A gruffalo? Well, what's a gruffalo?
A gruffalo? Why, didn't you know?
He has terrible tusks and terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws.
Where are you meeting him?
Here, by these rocks. And his favorite food is roasted fox.
Roasted fox? I am off.
Fox said.
Goodbye, little mouse.
And away he sped.
Silly old fox. Doesn't he know there's no such thing as a gruffalo?
Yay, good, yeah, really good. Now, the thing is, what you now do, okay, so you've got those individual voices, but now you have to create a performance. So you make everyone the ensemble. We are all the ensemble. The difficulty is, and this is where you need to know the problems with Zoom, is that if everyone reads the words at the same time, it's going to be a noise, right? And you'll want to record it, and it's just your internet's going to destroy it. So what we do is we can allocate different people. We can all become the ensemble, and we can allocate each person different words. But what we can do is that we can do the movements. So something as simple as we can all go, do this with me. He has terrible tusks. Do that. He has terrible tusks. Get close to your camera. He has terrible tusks. Okay. And then and terrible claws. Get close. Show me your claws. Okay. And terrible teeth in his terrible jaws. So what will happen now is one person will read it. I'm going to read it, and you do the actions. Okay. 3, 2, 1. He has terrible tusks. Do the actions. Good. And terrible claws. And terrible teeth in his terrible jaws. Brilliant. What you do is then you video the ensemble. Okay. I was saying to David, one of the best ways to do this is video all the ensemble bits, right? Okay. And then it'll save to your computer. Then allocate someone like, let's say, Eleanor and Aisha read it really well. So we can either I can just spotlight Aisha and film all Aisha's parts. I can spotlight Eleanor and film all Eleanor's parts, and then I can edit it later. When I come off Zoom, it'll give me all the video. And then what I can do is just put the video together in something like iMovie. But there is a way to do it where you don't need iMovie. And that's to film it live. To film it live means that you, right, have to be the person that's clicking all the buttons, right? So Eleanor, have you got access to the script?
Sorry.
Can you see it where you are?
Unfortunately, no. Hang on a minute. Let me see if it's in chat. I'm sorry. I couldn't get it in.
Not a problem.
PDF. There was another
Not a problem.
question.
So what you could do is this. You can go.
I've got it now.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So what you can do now is that we can just, Linda, have you got access to the, can you see? And Aisha, can you see?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do is the rest of us will come back to the main screen, okay? All I want you to do is react to Linda's words in any way you want. Okay, let me just show you a simple version of this. Okay, get ready. So we're obviously recording anyway. So, and Linda starts us off. Let me just quickly, I will do this so that you don't see my video because I'm going to be clicking around like a mad one. Okay, so, and Linda, 3, 2, 1.
A mouse took a stroll for the deep, dark wood. A fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good.
It's you, Aisha.
Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house.
It's terribly kind of you, Fox, but no, I'm going to have lunch with a Gruffalo.
A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo?
A Gruffalo? Why didn't you know? He
has terrible tusks and terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws.
Where are you meeting him?
Here, by these rocks. And his favorite food is roasted fox.
Roasted for fox? I am off.
Fox said.
Goodbye, little mouse. And away he sped. Sorry, I don't think it was mine.
Cool.
And away he sped.
Silly old fox. Doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo?
Cool, cool, cool. So what would happen then when I went, because I'm almost cutting it live, I'm going from screen to screen live. When you look at the video, you would have some sort of going between characters and ensemble. So one is to do it live, which means you need to be really quick on those buttons because you are becoming the tech, right? The other one is to video them separately, put them together, put some music underneath, right? And then you've got your performance. When they walk back into the room the following week, you start off by showing them their performance. And they go, oh my gosh, we've got a performance. And then you go, yeah, but that's not the end of the story. Because next we're going to meet an owl, then we're going to meet a snake, and then we're going to meet the Gruffalo. And then what you do is you put all those bits together and you've got this lovely recorded piece of 5 or 6 weeks.
Sorry, Leigh, can I just ask about when you're recording them separately, you mean that they can both, the kids can be running the scene at the same time, they're just running the scene, but you can record each of them?
Yes, so what I would do, the best way of doing this is put Aisha in a breakout room, put Eleanor in a breakout room, and put the ensemble in the third breakout room. And then just go record the breakout rooms. So when I go into the breakout room and I press record, I will only be recording Aisha. Then I'll come, Eleanor, and I'll record your pieces. Then I'll go into the third breakout room and I will record all my ensemble.
I'm sorry to try to read. I'm sorry, I ask those stupid questions, Leigh. But what I mean is that would I then be saying just my lines?
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I wanted to edit it like that, the best way to do it is to come and pick up all your lines, Eleanor, pick up all Aisha's lines, and put the rest of the ensemble in another breakout room.
Yeah.
That's a quick way of doing it.
But one thing, if you have got
Natty.
somebody else,
Sorry, Eleanor, go.
Sorry, Leigh. If you have got somebody else,
No, go.
You've got somebody else who is doing like stage management, the technicals. So let's say you're running the session, but there's somebody else who's in with you running the technicals. Then that somebody can be doing all of that.
Yep.
So you've only got to focus on the.
Yeah.
On
So like when we do musical theatre, I'm the techie, and my dance teacher is the lady that makes it all happen.
So you just have to make them the co-host, don't you?
You make them co-host, and then they have access to everything that you have access to. But my dance teacher is a technophobe. So she just goes, Leigh, you do the technical stuff. And I go, cool, I know how to do it. But by the way, I want to be clear. I didn't start in March knowing how to do this. I didn't start in March knowing how to do this. You go onto Zoom and there is videos, hundreds of videos on how to do anything you want. Just watch the video and play and play. And by the way, those videos update every week. So the spotlighting and the moving the tiles, just to show you, someone asked about moving tiles. This should work. I'm going to move the tiles around, but I only found this out today, and tell me yours should now move to mine. Your tiles, I should be in the top left-hand corner. Natty should be in the top right. And I can also release them. I can release, if I release all video order, it puts people, but you have to update your system for that to work. And that's just right-hand corner. So when I move the tiles around, okay, which I'm doing at the moment, I'm just moving people randomly around.
Don't forget, this only works if you've got the updated Zoom.
Totally. But now if I go follow my host's order, you will then see my order. If I release your video order, it goes back to the thing. So, but that only came in last week. I'm still playing around with that. You know, I'll just get my little guinea pigs together and I'll say to my young people, I need 10 of you on on Friday night so that we can play. And yes, you're right, Josie, only the host can do it. You can make them co-host and you can do it together. But can you imagine if you gave that free access to children? It would be like pandemonium. It would be like a game. But the bonus is then, what's really nice is that you can make half the room. Bye, Monica.
Thank you very much, but I have to leave.
Bye.
No.
You can make half the room, half my people, the mice, and the other half the fox. Now, you never used to be able to do that. So you can actually have like the whole left-hand side of the screen looking at the right-hand side of the screen, which is just amazing. We've never been able to do that. So that's a huge change. I'm going to answer one more question, then and then, by the way, I'm going to leave you with David because I'm going to shoot off and carry on. And I'm seeing you on Friday anyway, so you can just throw questions. And Friday, I'm going to show you how to do this with Shakespeare for older children. So I'm going to show you how this works. Same mentality, but a different. So, Natty, do you want to ask a question? I'm going to.
Yeah, I saw that when you disappeared in a moment, so you made the example of recording live, and that was like, oh my God, you disappeared, and that is something that we have to deal. And I was asking you how happened this? Is it something that it was updated now? Because I had a kind of live recording months ago and I couldn't do it. I didn't know how to do it, in fact.
Yes.
I don't know if it is an update from these weeks ago.
Oh, if you want to record and no one sees your face,
yes,
switch off your camera. Switch off your camera.
Yes.
So when I switch off my camera, you should see silhouette.
Yeah, but in a moment you disappeared completely. You were not there. I mean, yes. I don't know how it happened.
That might have been my internet. I don't know. I'll have a look at that though, Natty, because if you can do that, that'll be amazing.
Yes, you disappear. I mean, I don't know if everyone's the same as me, but you disappeared completely. You were not there.
Oh, Andrea said, hide non-participants with your video off. Great answer, Andrea. I can see how that works. Hide non-participants. Tell you what, you should be running the session, Andrea. David, I'm gonna have to go, guys. Does that help? Does that help?
Fantastic.
Does it allow you to see what I'm? Okay, I will see you guys. David, I'm going to make you host again, mate. So that make host, and I will see you on Friday.
Okay.
Questions, send them to me, and I'll start by answering them.
Yeah. Great. Well, that was a wonderful session. I'm not going to keep you for much longer because we normally finish at the maximum of an hour and a half anyway. But if anybody wants to say anything more, I'll see if I can help. We need to, unmute, Eleanor.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted the one quick question about the moving the squares.
Yeah.
Can I just be absolutely sure that that has worked now? So you're host now. You would be able to have control of the squares.
So I can move. I'm moving you to the middle now, but you won't see that if you haven't updated your Zoom.
I should have updated. I should have updated Zoom. I can see you chopping me around.
So can you see yourself moving around and other people too?
Yes.
Yeah. So you'll be able to do that as well. Just
because there was a game that somebody had said to me. They play this game where when they know everybody is looking at the squares in the same place.
Yeah.
That they play this game called Hot Potato.
Oh yeah.
Where it's passed in a way that because you can see. So for instance.
So if I went next to you.
I've got Josie next to me.
Oh, put Josie next to you. Hang on.
Oh no, she's below me now.
Yeah, it's because it keeps jumping. Let me try again. Okay, you're next to each other now.
Not in my view.
Okay, so in my view, Eleanor is in the middle and Josie is on the left. Have you got the gallery view selected?
Let me just check. Yes, I'm in gallery view.
Okay. Another reason might be the size of your monitor, and I've forgotten the word for it, but the definition, the sort of screen definition. So if you've got a small or large monitor, it might look different to mine.
Yeah. How do you make the chat?
Let me just try and put you two. You're on the top now, and Josie is next to you.
Yes. Yes.
So I would say the reason that it probably didn't work before is because I'd put you in the middle, and you were kind of squashed. Somebody was squashed onto the next line. So putting you up on the top is a more surefire method. That's my guess.
So does that mean that now it's Josie? I'm on the top left. Josie's next to me.
Yeah.
Below me is Linda. And then you're next to Linda.
No, I'm not. I am now, though.
And at the bottom is Natty, and then Aisha's bottom right.
And Andrea is next to me. She's on the right.
Oh, I can't see Andrea at all.
Okay, so I would say that is what I've said then. So it's to do with your screen monitor size or the screen definition. Simple as that. What kind of size laptop have you got?
Normal size.
Sort of normal size, yeah.
Yeah. It's just very useful to know this. Thank you, David, because you know just how easy it is for this to for this to work, for people, for the kids to be able to, because I can see actually that this probably wouldn't work because kids are going to have all sorts of different monitors and
Let's
having to
try, can I ask you to try something? If you grab the right-hand corner of the Zoom window and resize it, just see if that fixes anything for you. So I'm grabbing the right-hand bottom corner of my Zoom window and I can resize it, but actually everybody stays in the same place when I do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know the answer to that. Maybe Leigh will know that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure that facility does. It doesn't appear to be working.
Has everybody else got the same order?
Yeah.
So
I have.
it's just you, Eleanor. We don't know why.
It's everybody's there. It's just I can't see. Andrea is just.
Can you see
Can't
Julie? Because
see
I
her
wondered
at
if
all.
your non-video participants are turned off. Can you see Julie?
How do you turn on and off?
In view.
So that's a good point. So in view. On my view, I've just got a choice of show or manage participants. Right. So
now I don't see it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
in your own box there
the
isn't there?
I've got a management of participants now, but I don't have anything that I can do to change what's happening with Andrea. Do you know where this thing is about showing muted participants?
I saw it earlier. I don't see it now.
Oh, hang on. No.
There is in the top, everybody's top right-hand corner of their own box.
Yeah.
In this where you see the three little dots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go down, there's a list and it says hide self view.
Yes.
Then you can disappear.
Yes, and then
I'll try.
It says hide non-video participants.
Oh, how do I reappear?
Weirdly, I don't have that choice in my three dots.
I have it.
Or maybe I do. No, sorry, I do.
Sorry,
Josie,
I
you
have
never
it.
disappeared.
I will try it.
Oh, didn't I? I
No.
disappeared. Me. I can't see
disappeared?
me.
I've tried to make myself disappear.
I
Didn't
can't
work.
see.
And now I don't know how to get back.
No, that's right. Me neither.
You see on the top as
There.
show self view. Just
Oh yeah,
because
thank
that's the
you.
secret.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Lisa.
Oh,
Have
Aisha,
I-
you're brilliant.
Have I disappeared?
No.
No.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Press on the three dot and then that's the last.
Yeah, it says show self view or something
So
like
it
that.
means you
It's
don't
just
see
for you.
yourself, but everybody else sees you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's no good.
I know it's quite disconcerting because I don't. Yes.
I was also curious when the two actors were spotlighted, what could you see? Did you see the other actor you were working with, or did you see yourself on screen?
That's a good point. So, Eleanor, when you were playing a scene with one other person, could you see the other person?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
but they were on the different side.
Yeah. Do you want me to try and spotlight two people now so other people could try it out?
I had a question, David.
Yeah.
You know, on Monday there was an assignment that was that you sent on the chat. So did we have to submit? Maybe I thought that we will discuss in the.
Yeah. I talked to Leigh about it, and what we felt was that because we had so much material to cover, we would not talk about it. But what he said was, if people did do the homework, could they send it to him and to me, or send it to him, and he'll give you some comments back, and I will as well if you want to send it to me.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can email it, or you can post it on Facebook, because then other people can comment as well.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
So if you feel confident about other people looking at your ideas, that would be a nice thing to do, because it gets the conversation going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to see others' ideas too. So
So why don't we do that? Yeah. Let's use it.
Sure.
That's what it's there for. So everybody's still here, so you're really keen.
Yeah, I have to go though.
But I know, Josie, it's
Yeah.
it's midnight for you.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
oh wow,
yes.
Josie.
I know, I'm very dedicated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's brilliant seeing everybody from all over the world. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it was so much fun doing those scenes,
Yes.
even though it was
Yes.
just like a mouse and a fox. You know, it's just
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
fun.
I just love that
Exactly.
story.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant
So
story.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to wind it up now.
Okay.
And it's been really great to see everybody. So I hope
Yeah.
everyone can come back on Friday.
Definitely.
And in the meantime, go on that thing called Facebook and
Yes.
write some stuff down.
Will
Post
do.
some pictures and things like that.
Yep.
All right then. So
It was a very great session, David. It was
Good.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed thoroughly.
Yes. Yes.
yeah, I think I could sense that everybody really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay then.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
See you.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.